Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get in?
Hey, Nicole.
AJ, we talked to Dallas about motivation coming back off of a Super Bowl loss.
I think if anything, it puts a chip on the entire team's shoulder, and based on what we've done in OTAs, it looks like that's the entire team's mindset. And
how do you view it?
Definitely had that chip on that shoulder, but still taking it day by day, still early. You just, building a house brick by brick.
It's everybody's hungry, everybody's grinding, they're working hard and ready to, start climbing the mountain again.
What else can you improve upon?
I mean, it's a lot I can improve upon. Being a complete receiver, I can always just, work on getting in better shape. Trying to be that well-rounded receiver and do it all,
At this point in your career, what are you still trying to improve?
Man, everything. It's the blocking. I got things I can improve on. The route game, my releases. I try to spend more time with AJ and Smitty, learning why the receivers are doing this on a release. Just different ways to get open, to get more efficient on the top of my routes. I want to get better at the releases. My hand placement on blocks can be better. My angles can be better. So it's really nonstop. You can watch film and correct something on every play.
In terms of your relationship with him, being a teammate with Devontae for a year now, how has that grown?
Me and Devontae talk like every day. Either we texting or sending funny stuff on social media. But he won't play the game with me though. He won't play Call of Duty with me for some reason. I don't think I'm good enough to play yet. So soon, hopefully, we keep growing our relationship so we can run a couple games. So.
Looking at Jalen in his offseason, I mean, yeah, he signed a historic record-breaking contract. He also just got his master's. How impressive is that from someone so young?
Extremely impressive, and I think it's not surprising if you know Jalen. I mean, there's such a drive on his end to always be improving and always getting better, and it does not surprise me that he got his master's. It doesn't surprise me that he's turned into the player he has. I think when you see him on a daily basis and how hard he works, and you're really happy for him in every facet, and not surprised.
Where do you stand in terms of your health versus like maybe previous years, and obviously compared to 17 when you had the longer season as well?
Well, I'm certainly, just overall health-wise worse than 17, but I don't know if that has much to do with the Super Bowl. I think it's just added years. But, I feel good, for the most part.
Thought you were leaving.
Oh, I thought so too.
Wow. How surprising, how relieved, how happy were you that it turned out this way?
I wasn't sure if I was going to be back or not. But I definitely wanted to come back, and I'm glad it worked out this way because it's a great situation here, and I love being here.
For you, what makes it a great situation?
Just the overall team, the talent that we have on the team, the coaches that we have. I love the calf. It's always great food in the calf. I'm a foodie. Training room staff, great training room staff, equipment staff, all across the board, Coach Desai seems like a real smart guy. I feel like I'm a smart football player, so I love being around smart coaches that can kind of help us, put us in position to make plays.
How big is it for you to be able to run it back with Slay and not go somewhere new, and new coaching staff, new teammates, new scheme, all that?
It's pretty cool. Just being on the same team again and being able to run it back at a possibility to win it all. Being with Slay, a guy that I've looked up to since I got into this league. Meyer also coming back to play with Reed. I'm pretty fond of Reed. He's a good guy. Me and him have a good rapport. Job, a lot of the guys in the DB room. We have some great guys. So I was looking forward to coming back and playing with all those guys in the room.
After you signed, there was some uncertainty with Slay. Were you talking to him during that period, or either way, were you kind of following that situation?
Yeah, I was definitely following the situation and talking to him a little bit. That's the business side of it. I know it was an opportunity for him to go on and play somewhere else, and I respected it. He's a good player, and he's done enough in this league to make his own decisions based on his whatever he has going on in his mind. But I'm glad he came back.
What were your first impressions of Sean Desai in terms of personality, and then what you saw him talk about schematically?
He just seemed like a smart guy. he was able to teach the guys, what all, like our philosophy and whatnot. It's a lot of verbiage and stuff that's being changed around, so I'm having to learn that. But that comes along with being under a smart guy. He's going to have a good scheme that's flexible and allows his guys, think and also make plays when you have smart players.
How did you cope after the Super Bowl?
I was just around my family and whatnot, so they definitely helped me get my mind off of the game. And I'm the kind of guy you got to put it behind you. It happened, and I'm looking forward to putting better for him out there next year.
Do you take pride in being accountable? Because you were, after the Super Bowl, very straightforward. A lot of fans were upset, but you were very honest and said, I probably held him, but you wish it wasn't called. Do you take pride in being that accountable as a player?
I would say I definitely take pride in that. I think being accountable, it helps you as a player, helps you as a teammate, even helps you off the field, So I try to keep accountability as one of my characteristics in my tool belt. I'm gonna try not to lose that as I grow older and whatnot.
The honest truth is, this is it's an emotional kind of homecoming for me to come back to Philadelphia. There's a lot of pride that we take in this city. My wife went to school here. I went to school here. I started my coaching career here at Temple University down the road, and we helped turn that program around there. And to come full circle almost and come on the other side of Broad Street where is a different level of football over here is really special. And so we don't take this lightly. We're really humbled to be in this role and really proud to be in this role and really excited to represent this city and really pour back into this city the way kind of the city poured into me and my family coming up as I was younger. My overall defensive philosophy, and I've talked to our players and our coaches, and it's something that we want to build together, right? I don't think it's something that I can impart on somebody and say, this is the all-inclusive way to play defense. The one things that we've agreed on, we've talked about as a staff and really a group, is there's a certain mentality that we want to reflect. And I really believe in the city's teams got to reflect the city. And we've got some grit, we've got some toughness. We want to be able to impose our will. We're not going to take really anything from anybody. And we want to make sure that people feel us. We want to be able to run, we want to be able to hit, and we want to play smart. And I think that's a reflection of who we are. Obviously, as a Philadelphia Eagles defense, a reflection of really the history of the Philadelphia Eagles defense, and a reflection of this city. And that's what we want to be. We want to be an encompassing part of that. We want to make sure people feel this Philadelphia Eagles defense.
When you look at the personnel on this team, last year they had the 70 sacks, a bunch of interceptions and everything like that. Do you see things you can tweak that you can kind of change, or do you think it's just, keep it kind of the way it is and just build on that?
Every year's a new chapter. And past predictors don't necessarily indicate future success in this league, and really in any industry. And so we got to make sure we take that mindset that we start from the bottom again and build this foundation and build this thing from the ground up.
It ain't no doggone tomorrow, fella. What are you gonna bring to the doggone table? Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth? Are you gonna do your doggone job? Are you gonna bring your doggone chest? Are you gonna bring your heart? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have.